I now invite the distinguished representative of Burundi to take the floor.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to begin by conveying the apologies of my ambassador to you, who has other obligations that are keeping him away from New York. He has requested me to pass on his message. Madam Chair, at the outset, I would like to thank Mr. Houseman, the Director of the Budget Division, as well as Mr. Carlos Ruiz-Massieu, the Chairman of the Advisory Committee on Administrative and Budgetary Questions, for the introduction of the report of the Secretary-General and the report of the ACABQ on this subject. On item 134 of the programme budget for the biennial budgetary exercise 2016-2017, in particular on the estimates on thematic groups of special political missions. Cluster 1, special advisors and personnel for the Office of the Special Advisor of the Secretary-General for Conflict Prevention, including in Burundi. Before getting into the heart of the matter, my delegation associates itself fully with the statement made by the distinguished representative of Chad on behalf of the African Group. Madam Chair, my delegation has taken note of and has examined the Secretary-General's report on the Office of the Special Advisor of the Secretary-General for Conflict Prevention, including in Burundi. Having examined this report, we would like to make a few comments. Allow me to begin with paragraph 46 of the report. Burundi finds the statement that the political and security situation remains precarious in the country absurd. I would like to reassure you that Burundi enjoys a high level of security across all of its territory, and that its citizens are able to go about their business calmly by day and by night. Ambassadors based in Bujumbura can also bear witness to this positive trend. Furthermore, the Special Advisor of the Secretary-General for Conflict Prevention, including in Burundi, has himself confirmed this statement during his last visit to Bujumbura. The statements from the former President of Tanzania and the Chief Facilitator of Inter-Burundian Dialogue from the 1st and the 9th of December 2016 eloquently confirm this as well. The statements of the facilitator follow a number of other reports and statements from the EAC, the ICGLR, and the Peace and Security Council of the African Union. They unequivocally confirm that the security situation in Burundi has been normalized following the political upheaval of 2015. My delegation therefore fears that this alarmist tendency is a barely veiled means for justifying the creation of a few posts that are not really needed in Burundi, but will come at the expense of those who contribute to the UN's budget. On items or paragraphs 48 and 64, they mention the Inter-Burundian Dialogue. And here I would like to restate that we are aware that political, economic and social issues are always to be resolved through dialogue, and that this dialogue should also involve the sons and daughters of the country, whether they are in Burundi or whether they form part of the diaspora. We are heading in the right direction, Madam Chair. Dialogue has been facilitated by His Excellency Benjamin Mkapa, and it is following its normal course. My delegation would like to take this opportunity to reiterate the trust that the Burundian people has in the mediation provided by Uganda and in the capable facilitation provided by Mr. Benjamin Mkapa, who is doing excellent work. He has just made a working visit to Burundi from the 7th to the 9th of December 2016. And during that visit, he met His Excellency Mr. Pierre Nkurunziza, the President of the Republic, as well as other stakeholders. At the end of his visit, he reiterated that the normalization of the security situation has taken place in the country, and he said that in his final statement on the 9th of December, and I quote, "It is high time that Burundians leave behind the elections of 2015 and concentrates rather on the organization of democratic, free, transparent and peaceful elections for 2020, end quote. My delegation would also like the report under consideration not to be vague in the way in which it qualifies the key stakeholders who have participated, or rather have not participated, in the dialogues. The clear designation of these stakeholders is very important for Burundi and for the facilitation. I hope that when it mentions key stakeholders, the report does not mean the putschists of the 13th of May 2015, who are still on the run and are still being sought by justice. We would also like the report to be very clear on the nature of the so-called technical and functional support provided by the Office of the Special Advisor of the Secretary-General on Conflict Prevention, that being the support provided to facilitation. Still on the question of inter-Burundian dialogue, the report makes no mention of the nature of the support that the Office has provided, or of any participation in the dialogue internally. That might be interpreted as meaning that the Office is only concerned with the dialogue facilitated by His Excellency Mr. Benjamin Mkapa, whereas in fact the inter-Burundian dialogue forms an indivisible whole. There's the internal dialogue and also the external dialogue, but they form a whole. On the request for the increase of offices, or posts rather, in paragraph 78, I'd like to draw the attention of the Fifth Committee to the content of the letter sent by Mr. Alan Eme Nyamitwe, who's the Minister of Foreign Relations and International Cooperation. This was a letter that he sent to the Secretary-General of the United Nations on the 18th of August this year on this subject. In its 5th paragraph, he underscores that the government of Burundi is opposed to any increase in the number of posts without the consultation and prior consent of the country concerned. This is pursuant to the guiding principle of respect for sovereignty as stipulated by the United Nations Charter. My delegation therefore reiterates the legitimate request of the government of Burundi and requests that the Secretary-General of the United Nations delay any attempt which would attempt at increasing or deploying the 26 members of the office of his advisor who were in Burundi throughout the provinces, they being Gitega, Makamba and Ngozi, as the report of the Secretary-General desires in paragraph 81. All of this needs to be subject to the prior agreement of the government of Burundi after they have evaluated its relevance. Madam Chair, in conclusion, my delegation would like to recall that Burundi has worked in close cooperation with the United Nations since its independence in 1962, which was acquired thanks to the constructive support of the United Nations. The government of Burundi will of course continue its constructive cooperation with the United Nations and its presence in Bujumbura, including the Office of the Special Advisor of the Secretary-General on Conflict Prevention, including in Burundi. We must work further together in a spirit of openness to consolidate peace and stability. Nonetheless, the Burundian people will oppose any interference in the internal affairs of the country and any attempt to force our hand, leading to decisions that are in the interests of non-Burundians. Any initiative that aims to apply Resolution 2303 in these terms will certainly not receive the support of the government of Burundi. I thank you, Madam Chair.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'm a journalist. I actually ask questions. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do for Aleppo? What do you do for Yemen?
Oh, yeah, what do I do? What do you do? What do you do? Oh, yeah, please. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I will check the internet. Ban Ki-moon has sold Myanmar. in front of the UN event, the $1,200 UN humanitarian event with the, I guess it's a Lamborghini, some called it a Maserati. In any case, it's a display of pure excess. The Deputy Secretary General came over and said it's a cold hand, which it is. But we have a question. Why did Ban Ki-moon do nothing for the Myanmar Rohingya as they got slaughtered in their thousands? Why, in fact, does he have relatives doing business in Myanmar in a war zone using the UN's name? The brother's name is Ban Ki-ho. The company is KD Power, also Bosung Power Tech, and it does business in Myanmar using the UN's name. What's up?
So, man.
So,
Oh my God.
the UN needs your money. Why? Because they need an even faster car. This is not good enough for Ban Ki-moon. This is for Ban Ki-moon's relatives.
And that rifle? This is for the rifle? This is crazy.
It could be yours. It could be yours, Ambassador Mansour. That's the Ambassador of Palestine, the permanent observer, of the Observer State of Palestine, Riyad Mansour. Yep, it's true. He might be called up on stage. He's done it previously, made some jokes. Now, we have at least one, actually, the viewers of the previous Periscope will have heard it. We've had some offers to send information out, and to be quite candid, when we hit rock bottom, that is, I see rock solid bottom, we'll soon find us in this very atrium, which is a great place. We used to actually do some work out of there during Occupy Wall Street. They used to have a lot more police down here then. Now, the crime is right out in the open. See, the UN has immunity. The UN could actually kill people and nothing happens to them. They killed 10,000 people in Haiti. Now, most people, if you kill 10,000 people, you might have some trouble. But if you're the UN, you're immune. You throw the legal papers on the ground. You don't show up in court.
There's a no human rights symbol. No human rights symbol.
It's very... all right.
Richest symbol.
Yeah.
Just a top 1% in USA.
Ban Ki-moon is in the 1%. Ah, there we go. It's Turkin. This could be yours. This car has Aleppo written all over it. That's the joke. Okay, so that's the last. That may be the last of the P5. We've seen the UK ambassador has arrived. Turkin has arrived. I don't know if France. I didn't see France arrive. Delattre. We have not seen it. He's been honored.
UN should send 700 horse to Aleppo. Save the life.
Well, they can get there fast.
Horses should run.
Yeah, if they actually if they actually reach the decision of the political will, they can certainly get there fast. It's like Back to the Future. Ban Ki-moon will get in it. The wings will go up, and they can fly back to Aleppo 6 years ago. A beautiful city.
700 horsepower must fly to Aleppo. Save the children.
Good one. I'm going to go in there and probably write a story once I warm up.
Where are you going?
Open season over here. We might even get a soup.
We should take the dinner.
No, I'm going to stay close because I we will stay in here. I think I did this once before.
Too cold.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit chilly. This is an atrium. Don't worry, it's a nice place.
Are you Inner City Press?
I am Inner City Press.
I thought so. Hi.
Hi.
Do you have a contact information?
I do. I should have a card, although I may be running out of them. Hang on a sec. Actually, if you just go to innercitypress.com, you can find everything.
It's you and it's,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, if you send it, I'll get it, and I'll answer it.
You will answer?
I will definitely answer. And you got a journalist thrown out into the street.
You have to fucking go home.
Yeah.
Okay? We're so tired of you.
Yeah, please. Yeah, I'm a journalist. I actually ask questions. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do for Aleppo? What do you do for Yemen?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what do I do? What do you do? What do you do? Oh, yeah, please. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you do. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I will check the internet. I will check the internet. Ban Ki-moon has sold Myanmar.
Right here.
Stole my phone and threw it.
How have you managed to stay out here the whole time?
I did some jumping jacks.
You're a pretty amazing guy, Matthew, really.
Thanks
All
a
my
lot.
respect, really.
Thanks a lot. Well, you know, I cover the UN. You have to do
I know
it.
you do.
You got to do what you...
Look, I've been here 4
I
years.
can't believe the guy did that.
That is bullshit. That was ridiculous. I can't believe you did that. Did you get some good interviews today?
I did.
Some
I really...
highlights? You
Yeah,
did?
I did. All right.
Good man. Take care.
All right.
We have spent much time together in this room, in the halls of this building, and around the world over the last 10 years. You are part of the United Nations family, and I thank you for your strong commitment and working together and working for the United Nations. More than that, you have an important job to do, informing the world about our work, when we make progress and when we fall short. I deeply believe in your mission. I've been saying that you are connecting the world, connector between the United Nations and the world's people. And at a time when governments across the world are harassing journalists and cracking down on press freedom, I have worked hard to be your ally and defender.
No, that's what you say. It's great. Yeah, please, please, please. When's the last time you did any journalism? American taxpayers are paying for an organization which insults Detroit. Inner City Press was thrown in the street for asking questions about UN corruption.
You have to fucking go home.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, we're so tired of you.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please. Yeah, I'm a journalist. I actually ask questions. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
What do you do for Aleppo? What do you do for Yemen?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what do I do? What do you do? What do you do? Oh, yeah. Please, 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 please. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you do. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I will check the internet. I will check the internet. Ban Ki-moon has sold Myanmar.